Okay, here's a thought. What if, um, what if the drive and discipline you see in pageantry could actually be used to, like, really boost the voices and dreams of mothers?
Hmm, that's an interesting angle. Not the usual pairing you think of.
Right. But today, that's exactly what we're diving into. We're exploring the vision behind Mrs. Universe Costa Rica.
Oh, we've got some good stuff to work with.
Yeah, we have an interview with the director, Maria Teresa Rodriguez from World Class Beauty Queens magazine, and also a chat with her from the Behind the Crown podcast, episode 9.
So, solid sources.
Definitely. And the key thing here for you listening is that this isn't just about, looking good. It's really positioned as a platform for actual empowerment.
And it's fascinating when you look at Maria Teresa Rodriguez herself, the director. Her background. I mean, she didn't just create this, she lived it.
Oh, totally. What does she do?
Well, get this. She started modeling at 13, pageants at 16. And she wasn't just participating. She won 5 big titles.
5. Wow. Like which ones?
Yeah, Miss Teen Costa Rica, Miss Dream Girl of the Year, Miss Teen International, Miss Pacific International. And she even represented Costa Rica in Miss Universe back in 2008.
Okay, so she really knows the world inside out.
Exactly. And on top of that, a 15-year career as a TV presenter, and she owns a beauty salon now.
Yeah.
So she's bringing this really diverse, like, business and media experience to the table.
That makes sense. And you can almost see how her own story feeds into this whole thing. I read that her mom was actually a Miss Costa Rica candidate in 1980.
Yeah, apparently that was the initial spark for her getting into pageants herself. Her mother's influence.
Talk about inspiration close to home. But okay, the really interesting part for me is why she started Mrs. Universe Costa Rica. It kicked off in 2014, first queen crowned in 2015.
Right. And it wasn't just another competition, was it?
No, not at all. Her goal, she says, was to empower women, but specifically mothers, women who maybe put their careers or personal ambitions on hold for their families. She wanted to show them, hey, you can still chase those dreams. You can be an opinion leader. It's about balancing it all, not choosing one over the other.
That focus on integration, not just either, feels really modern.
It does. And related to that empowerment idea, how they handled charity is also a bit different.
Oh, yeah. How so?
Well, instead of having like one official pageant charity, they support various foundations.
Ah, okay. So the contestants maybe get to connect with causes they personally care about.
Seems like it. It gives them more ownership, maybe, a more authentic connection.
That decentralized approach.
Yeah.
It speaks volumes about empowering individual choice.
Mm.
Interesting.
So setting this whole thing up, it sounds like it took some real grit initially.
How do you mean?
Maria Teresa mentioned she actually funded the very first pageant from her own savings.
Wow, really? Just personal funds?
Yeah. That shows some serious belief in the idea, doesn't it? Now, they do have sponsors, thankfully, people who buy into the vision.
Which is crucial for sustainability, obviously.
Yeah.
And what was that core vision right at the start?
It was pretty powerful, actually, for women, especially mothers, to really get their own value, not just as moms, but as individuals with opinions, with leadership potential.
So seeing themselves beyond that traditional role.
Exactly. Seeing themselves as leaders in whatever way that looks for them.
That broadening of what leadership means.
Mm.
It's not just the corner office, right? It's community, family, influence in different spheres.
Precisely. And that leads to what makes Mrs. Universe Costa Rica stand out. I mean, who are they actually looking for?
It's specifically women with children, right? Women who've prioritized family for a time.
Yeah, exactly, that demographic, the ones who might feel overlooked by, say, traditional Miss pageants. But it's way more than just the final show.
Okay.
It's this whole 4-month program, right from casting through to the final night. And it's packed with workshops.
Workshops like walking and smiling?
Well, yes, catwalk is in there, makeup, hair, photo posing, oral expression, the expected stuff, but also self-esteem, empowerment strategies, finance.
Okay, that's practical.
And even, get this, neuro-linguistic programming. NLP.
NLP. Wow. Okay, they're really going for holistic development then, not just stagecraft, but like life skills and mindset tools.
Totally. Equipping them for more than just the pageant itself. That seems to be the goal.
That focus on finance and NLP.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that definitely signals something deeper than just a beauty contest.
And it's not all intense classroom stuff either. They apparently organize sightseeing trips.
Well, like little getaways.
Yeah, beach hotels, mountain hotels. Sort of relaxes things, but also simulates the feel of international competitions, traveling together.
Building camaraderie, too, I imagine.
For sure. They have pre-final gatherings specifically for that, to build that sense of sisterhood, as they put it.
That sounds like a really supportive environment they're trying to build.
It does. And another thing that's quite different is the judging.
How so? It's not just the final night.
Nope. It's continuous. Over the whole 4 months, they're looking at punctuality, responsibility, attitude, everything.
Ah, okay, so consistency matters.
Big time. They have this motto: a Mrs. Universe, Costa Rica is queen at all times. It emphasizes that it's about character, ongoing commitment.
I like that. It suggests the title is more than just a moment. It's a role you embody.
Exactly. And the judges themselves, a real mix.
Oh, yeah. Who's on the panel?
Former queens, naturally, but also TV presenters, journalists, photographers, designers, and even sponsors from fashion and beauty.
Okay, so a broad range of perspectives, not just pageant insiders.
Right. Probably helps ensure they're looking at the whole person, communication, presence, professionalism, not just one thing.
Makes sense. A multifaceted role needs multifaceted judging.
And Maria Teresa really talks about the transformation the contestants go through.
In what way?
She says they come out of it much more self-confident, with a stronger sense of their own value, which I guess is the whole point.
Yeah, that self-worth piece seems central.
And a big part of it, really integrated, is that each contestant has to support a charity.
Back to the charity aspect. Do they get help with that?
Yeah, the organization actually helps them. They provide support through events, use their social media to promote the causes, really using the pageant platform to make a difference.
So the opinion leader idea isn't just theoretical. They're actively encouraging community engagement.
Seems like it. And thinking about Maria Teresa's own path, like representing Costa Rica at Miss Universe in Vietnam.
Yeah, that must have been incredible.
Yeah, she mentioned the travel, working with international brands. These platforms really can open doors.
Definitely a potential springboard.
And Mrs. Universe Costa Rica, it's a national pageant held every year there, but it connects to the bigger international Mrs. Universe LTD system.
Okay, so there's a potential pathway for the winner to go even further onto an international stage.
Exactly. It links local leadership to a global platform.
That's quite significant.
Yeah.
What about the cultural impact within Costa Rica?
Well, Maria Teresa sees it as fundamentally about empowering women. Giving them tools, sure, but also helping them recognize the potential they already have just by being women.
Embracing their inherent strengths.
Right. And her legacy, what she hopes to leave behind. It's really about challenging that idea that motherhood means you have to sideline your own ambitions.
That message is so important, isn't it? That you can be a dedicated mother and pursue personal goals. They aren't mutually exclusive.
Absolutely. She believes dedication and love make anything possible. It's quite an inspiring vision.
It really is. Has it been smooth sailing the whole time?
Well, like everyone, they've faced challenges, navigated global events. The pandemic obviously had an impact. But she says the core mission, that commitment to empowerment, hasn't wavered.
Adaptability is key, I suppose.
Okay.
Especially for initiatives like this.
For sure. So, wrapping this up,
Yeah.
for you listening, what's the big takeaway here?
Well, it seems clear it's much more than just a standard pageant.
Yeah, I think so too. Mrs. Universe Costa Rica feels like a really deliberate, thoughtfully designed platform. It's actively working to empower mothers, build leadership, and really push this idea that women can have fulfilling personal lives and make a real impact alongside their family roles.
But that core belief from Maria Teresa,
Right. That women are definitely not the weaker sex. It underpins everything.
it really shows how one person's vision, born from their own life and a real desire to lift others up, can create something genuinely impactful.
Mm-hmm.
The focus on the whole person, the practical skills, the community work, rethinking women's roles. It's a compelling model, actually.
It really is.
Yeah.
Which leads to a bigger thought, maybe for you to ponder after this.
Okay.
How can we as societies do a better job of recognizing and supporting all the different things women do and aspire to, especially mothers, in our communities, but also more broadly?
That's a great question. Or maybe what other sort of unconventional platforms or systems are out there doing similar work, fostering female leadership in ways we don't normally
You
expect?
check point. Where else is this kind of empowerment happening?
It's worth thinking about how these different spaces contribute to wider progress.
Definitely. And if you want to see what Mrs. Universe Costa Rica is actually doing day to day,
You should check them out online.
yeah, their Instagram is at sauce.universe.costerica. You can see the queens, their projects. It brings it all to life.
Good recommendation.
And maybe just, take a second to reflect on those themes yourself. Empowerment, balance in your own world.
had it straight, but the path I chose led me to this twisted state. Every step I take, the shadows start to sway. I'm lost inside the maze, can't seem to find my way. Caught up in the spiral, spinning round and round. Every turn I make, I'm falling to the ground. A tangled web of thoughts, I can't seem to unwind. This twisted world I'm in is messing with my mind. Twisted like the vines that grow around my heart, tearing me apart, leaving every scar. I'm twisted in the night, wrapped up in the dark, trying to break free, but I don't know where to start. Twisted, ooh, I'm twisted. The mirror shows a face I barely recognize, a stranger looking back with haunted hollow eyes. The truth is twisted up, I can't tell what is real, lost inside a dream that I can't help but feel. Caught up in the spiral, spinning round and round. Every turn I make, I'm falling to the ground. A tangled web of thoughts, I can't seem to unwind. This twisted world I'm in is messing with my mind. Twisted like the vines that grow around my heart, tearing me apart, leaving every scar. I'm twisted in the night, wrapped up in the dark, trying to break free, but I don't know where to start. Twisted, oh, I'm twisted. I reach out for the light, but it's too far away. The more I try to fight, the more I seem to stray. Caught in the confusion, I'm tangled in this fate, but somewhere in the madness, I'll find my way to break. Twisted, oh, I'm twisted. Twisted like the vines that grow around my heart, tearing me apart, leaving every scar. I'm twisted in the night, wrapped up in the dark, trying to break free, but I don't